5 psychological tricks that keep you buying online. Have you ever opened TikTok just to watch a few videos and somehow ended up buying something you never planned to buy? Maybe it was a cheap gadget, a piece of clothing, a skincare product, or something you didn't even know existed 5 minutes earlier. The strange part is, you didn't walk into a store. Nobody forced you to buy anything. Your brain simply kept receiving tiny psychological signals. Limited time deals, free shipping, countdown timers, flash sales, personalized recommendations, and that little feeling that says, if I don't buy it now, I might miss out. Platforms like TikTok Shop and Shopee are not just showing you products. They are constantly learning what gets your attention, what makes you curious, and what makes you click. So why is it becoming so difficult to simply browse without buying? Today, we're unlocking 5 psychological tricks that can turn casual scrolling into spending. 1. The power of scarcity. The first trick is one of the oldest psychological strategies in marketing. Scarcity. When something appears limited, your brain automatically gives it more attention. Think about seeing a product with only 3 items left. Suddenly, the product feels more valuable, even if you didn't want it 5 minutes ago. Then comes the countdown timer. Only 10 minutes left. Sale ends soon. Buy now. Your brain starts feeling pressure. And that pressure changes the question you ask yourself. Instead of thinking, do I actually need this? You start thinking, what if I miss the deal? That is a completely different decision. The product hasn't changed. Only the perceived opportunity has changed. Online platforms can make this even more powerful because the information is displayed directly in front of you. A red countdown, a low stock message, a limited time discount. Your brain interprets these signals as urgency. And urgency reduces the amount of time you spend thinking. That is the key. The goal is not necessarily to convince you that the product is amazing. It is to make you feel that you need to decide now. Because when you feel there is no time to think, you are more likely to click buy. 2. Free shipping feels like free money. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful words in shopping. Free. Imagine your cart contains a product that costs $10. Then you see, free shipping when you spend $15. Suddenly, spending another $5 feels like saving money. That sounds strange. But your brain is not always calculating the total cost logically. It reacts emotionally to the word free. And online stores understand this. Instead of asking you to spend more money directly, they give you a reason to increase your cart. Maybe you add another product, then another small item, and suddenly, you've spent $20 instead of $10. But your brain feels like it won something. You got free shipping. This is a classic psychological effect. The reward feels more important than the extra spending required to unlock it. And there is another trick. Small purchases feel harmless. $5 doesn't feel like much. $10 doesn't feel like much. But 5 small purchases can quietly become $50. The platform doesn't need you to make one huge purchase. It can make dozens of tiny purchases feel completely reasonable. And that is how free can sometimes make you spend more. 3. Your feed learns what you want. Here's where online shopping becomes much more personal. The platform watches what you do. What videos you stop on. What products you click. What you search for. What you add to your cart. And even what you keep looking at without buying. Over time, the system builds a picture of your interests. Then it starts showing you more of the same. You watch one pair of shoes. Suddenly, you see 5 more. You look at a fitness product. Now your feed is full of workout equipment. You search for a phone accessory. And suddenly, similar products seem to appear everywhere. This creates something powerful. Familiarity. The more often you see something, the more normal and attractive it can feel. Eventually, you may start thinking, maybe I actually need this. But that feeling did not necessarily come from your original need. It may have been created by repeated exposure. And because the recommendations are personalized, the products feel strangely relevant. It can feel like the app understands you. But the system is not reading your mind. It is learning your behavior. And once it knows what gets your attention, it can keep putting the right temptation in front of you. 4. The social proof effect. Now imagine you see a product with almost no reviews. Then you see another product with 50,000 reviews. Thousands of likes. Hundreds of people buying it right now. And dozens of positive comments. Which one feels safer? Most people will choose the second. This is called social proof. When we are uncertain, we look at what other people are doing. If thousands of people bought something, our brain assumes there must be a reason. That makes the product feel less risky. Online platforms can amplify this effect through ratings, reviews, live stream comments, sold counters, creator recommendations, and customer videos. And suddenly, you are no longer evaluating the product alone. You are seeing a crowd. Your brain thinks, if everyone else likes it, maybe I should try it too. This is especially powerful when the person recommending the product feels relatable. A creator demonstrates it, uses it, talks about how much they love it, and the product stops feeling like an advertisement. It feels like a recommendation from someone you trust. That is the psychological advantage. People do not always buy because they have enough information. Sometimes they buy because other people have already made the decision feel safe. 5. The dopamine loop. And finally, we reach the trick that connects everything together. The shopping loop. You scroll. You discover something interesting. You click. You imagine owning it. You see a discount. You add it to your cart. Then comes the possibility of getting the reward. Your brain becomes excited. The important part is that the excitement can happen before you even buy the product. That anticipation is powerful. It is similar to checking for a notification or waiting for something exciting to happen. You never know what the next scroll will show you. Maybe there is another deal. Another product. Another recommendation. Another limited time offer. That uncertainty keeps you scrolling. And sometimes, you buy simply to complete the loop. But here is the most important lesson. The platform does not need to make every product irresistible. It only needs to make the next click interesting enough. One click becomes another. One purchase becomes another. And eventually, casual browsing turns into a habit. So the next time you open a shopping app and suddenly feel like you need something, pause for 5 seconds. Ask yourself one simple question. Did I actually want this before I saw it? Because sometimes, you are not shopping for what you need. You are responding to what the algorithm learned you cannot resist.